It's too real. What you do is obviously attempt to fork the king and the rook, feeling really clever, but forget that there's a knight on a6. I'm muting now? Okay, all right. I'll leave this with chat. You guys can chew on that for a little bit. Thank you for that, Ian. Thank you for the prime, and thank you for the political discourse. Always welcome on the stream. Here we go. Okay, this is round 4 of the custom variants tourney. Custom variants tourney. It's all in the name. All the game modes are created by members of the community. None of them are in the base game. You have GHXX primarily to thank for a plugin that enables us to play all of these variants. We have the tourney organizers and the variant designers to thank as well. Crazy Penguin is both a TO and also the designer of this particular variant. We played a game of this before in I think round 2 of the custom variants tourney. That match was absolutely insane, by the way. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out on the YouTube. Here we go. This is mini shogi. If you've never played shogi, it's a 9x9 variant with pieces that are actually remarkably similar to how these pieces are and move. We're very excited about this. When I played this before, I greatly enjoyed. It was a great time. I really liked mini shogi. Now here we are playing against Lawnmower 24, aka a human being. Let's make this happen. Okay. Here we go. We rolled black, but it's all good. Now, I like the idea. The first thing that I noticed, and I think I made this observation last time I played this game, is that each player only has one bishop. No light square bishops, which is kind of crazy. It's also 7x7, not 9x9. Like regular shogi, but that's just because you can't mod a 9x8 by 8's the max. If we push this pawn and he takes, and we take, then we successful, unless he blocks with this, which loses him the piece for no reason. Okay, I guess with this, what I want to do is open this up and attempt to trade off one of these rooks for this bishop so that we can have the only bishop in the game. Why only bishop, you might ask? Well, the bishop is the only unit on this board, in this variant, that can mate from far away. It's the only one that, can mate on the diagonal. So if there's like a king up here, then the placement of the pawns and the blocking of the ranks and files to the king becomes a much bigger deal, because otherwise you get otherwise you have you've got like the bishop diagonal checkmates, right? So without thinking too much about it, let's just open with a flank pawn here. Let's try and open this up, or the position could get super closed like that. Takes feels okay. Takes feels not amazing. Maybe let's close the structure like this, because that means his bishop is like all but useless, right? And then takes. If takes like that, then we probably push this and then somehow attempt to get a bishop onto the. You know what? Let's just do this. Moon first, sink later. I like this idea of sort of like boxing in the bishop. Now I like the idea of doing this. He can recapture, of course, but it means that he doesn't have a pawn on this file, which feels kind of good for us. It also means that I could maybe hop in here with the knight. Poison just sat down for a cup of tea. 9 months. It's been nine long months, Poison. Wow. Thank you so much. How's it going, Poison? How you been? How you doing? What's up? What's new? We're playing a tourney match right now. Thank you so much for the support. The continued support from Poison. Stream wouldn't be the same without her. This is the only way that I'm ever going to activate this knight. I don't know if I necessarily enjoy the idea of trading a knight for a common king. I don't know, maybe I do. How else am I going to develop my pieces? Let's just get a knight out here. Nah, fuck it. Why not? Oof. You can castle in this game! You can castle in this game. I forgot. Nathaniel, we are renewing our subs. Sub to tier 2, Nathaniel. Why? Every month, man. Why? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Nathaniel. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, shucks. Oh man. Okay, let's focus. I like doubling my rooks and crashing through here, and I can always castle, myself, on my bishop side. And, you know, set up some sort of opposition here. I think that castling on this, then again, okay, no, it makes some amount of sense because I have closed up that side of the board for him anyway. Actually, I might just want to castle on the knight side or on the rook side. Well, okay, so it's not the same because the pieces are opposite. So my rook side is his bishop side and vice versa. Do we pull our opponent and just prevent? What am I more worried about? This capture? I don't want to open the file for his rook. Let's think here. What do we want to do? Common King up leaves us fairly flexible. This means that I don't really have a super like safe place for my king ultimately. Then again, he's got so many pieces trained onto this that like takes leaves us not super happy. Maybe we just Common King up. Yeah, we're gonna moon first here. It's just what I feel like. No particular reason. Not really positive what my game plan is. Knight in. Sure are a lot of pieces here. Okay, what are we doing here? Maybe on one hand I might enjoy trading off these rooks because we've got another rook on this side of the board, and if we castle then it's like easier for us to mobilize our rooks here. All he has to do is push up this one. He's done a better job of developing his knights. Our knight is kind of useless back here. So there's that. Like I said before, I'm not like super in love with the idea of trading away our bishop. This is kind of annoying. I guess this pawn is... Problem is, this is like a really crucial square for us to have to defend. Takes. 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 Takes doesn't actually get us there. Right? Push, takes. Takes. Sorry, no. What am I talking about? Push, takes. Takes. What if I just take here and then takes? Doesn't seem fantastic for me. How do I ever make use of this piece? How do you use your pieces in this game mode? What if we take here? Our knight becomes slightly pinned. If he captures with pawn, do we push? Takes. Kind of closes up the structure, right? What if he takes with knight, then we just trade and we're really happy? He's won a piece for a pawn. Same here. So he's got to take with the pawn. Takes. Push. Takes. Let's just do that. Okay, let's try and make this work. E4 is the best move in this game mode. In every variant, there's one move that's the best, and if you don't notice it, there are dire consequences. E4 like this, attacking the center on the rook side. Or is the joke that E4 is just always the best? Oh wait, we're gonna do a prediction? That would have been a good idea. But no, I definitely didn't do that. Castling OP, I castled on my match for this and it broke the resolve of my opponent who didn't know about castling. Wow. Damn. I didn't take into account the psychological damage. I gotta be a little bit careful here. There is a minor issue about king safety. For side damage, Jurassic Rook is best. That's for sure. I think I have generally psi weakness. I think I get freaked out by that stuff a lot of the time. You know what? Maybe it's spicy if we just throw out a prediction anyway. Why not do that? / prediction. Start prediction. Why not? Who wins the set? Oh god, my chat window is like not big enough to. Okay, there we go. We'll do it quick. Semet. Lawnmower. All right, 1 minute prediction. You guys have already seen a lot of what has happened in the game. This is for the full best of 3, by the way. So it's a little spicy, but if you don't, if you're not into it, then just don't bet. Up to you. There we go. We'll leave that there for 1 minute. Interesting. Well, I literally only have one legal move here, so I'm not too fussed about that. But moving the knight away from out of harm's way in that way, I think is reasonable. I think it's reasonable. Only legal move. So we'll go ahead and play the only move that we can legally play. Not a big deal. Now here, I don't think we want to post our rook here. Not super inspiring. Then again, moving our rook anywhere else feels like not the most useful. We do have to figure out how exactly we're going to get this pawn out of here. You know what? Let's just do this. Moon first. Moon first, and then I'm not too worried about that. This square is now occupied, so his knights can't actually utilize it. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. It's really early this year. Happy Hanukkah. Very cool. All right, okay, we got like 10K in the pot. 60-40. Interesting. Word. Did you think of new emotes yet, by the way? No, I haven't had the opportunity. I've been doing a lot of investing into stream. I've got like new lights, new camera setup, new mic setup. And I've been spending a lot of this week on that. It hasn't moved 2 yet. Ooh, that's spicy. Interesting, interesting. We can en passant. Which might be the play. Maybe we en passant here. I mean, he's the one opening up his king side. I can still castle. I don't know if he knows. You know what? En passant is forced in chess. Everyone knows this. But there are a lot of ideas floating around. A lot of them in the Discord that I saw are pretty good. I think an animated facepalm emote is probably a good one. I think that some of the BTTV emote, I think the one with the Jurassic Queen, like the Queen travel that Poison put together, I think would be a good animated emote to have. There are a lot of ideas, but I haven't like committed yet. This is kind of spooky for him, no? Well, the only thing is that we have to dislodge. I mean, it's spooky for us if he like opens us up. If he opens up our bishop side, then castling is like not ideal. This is still a pretty like relatively solid structure. I don't know what we're doing with this knight. We really have to. We have a lot of questions about our own structure here that we have to figure out. What does he take with here? With the knight? Take with the knight's a little spooky. We've got, this is the square that he has to mate with, or mate on with his bishop, and it's protected. You know, like doubly, it's like X-ray protected as well. If this happens, I think we definitely just take here, right? And then after whatever takes happens, we like move the rook over? Or we probably move the common king up. Right? Yeah, let's just blitz that out. Not too worried about it. Common king up? Probably the other knight goes out, now that I think about it. Okay. Then again, if common king, we can activate our... We can activate our rook. And maybe that's the priority here? Hard to say. Rook here kicks the common king, but not really. How else do we ever activate this rook? This bishop's maybe a little bit sad, but... intuition tells me that this is preferable. I want these rooks in here. I'll find something to do with the knight. I'll figure something out. don't know, kind of a mess. Slightly messy. Again, if anyone has ideas for the emotes, I've got 4 new emote slots, 5 animated emote slots that I need to fill. Exclam T Lounge here for the Discord if anyone's not already there. Go into the suggestions channel and give me said suggestions, please. I encourage everybody to contribute there. Do I want to place my rook here? Because right now this is doubly defended. If the rook is here, like, it's a single rook against a gaggle of rooks. Like, do I actually have anything to worry about in this position? I mean, I kind of have a lot to worry about, but, you know, as far as... like, what is the next play? If he pushes his common king up here, then trade takes is just like, it's pretty bad for us. I'll admit. I'll be the first to admit that that looks really bad for us. We can still castle, but we also can't castle, which is a mild concern. Could still castle this way, which seems utterly insane. So maybe we don't do that. Push here. If we do this and then he pushes here. That's a real problem. Takes here, takes, and then takes, ruins us. I think we have to get both of our rooks onto the back rank. I guess if he does this here, then we go here. Oh man, this really sucks actually. I think we might be in trouble. Going AFK will return in an hour or two. Don't know what time frame you want to do the OM challenge in though. I think that this will probably take long enough that we won't get to the OM challenge in the next hour, if I had to guess. So yeah, not positive on the time frame of that myself, but that's kind of the way it is. Catch you in a bit though. How do we activate our pieces? I want to castle. I can't castle because this rook's in the way. How do I get this rook out of the way? Well, I can't push this pawn because then he takes my bishop, and I can't defend that bishop with anything other than this, but that defeats the purpose. That blocks me. I can't move this pawn because then he just takes this pawn for free. And then it would be attacking that square anyway, which isn't ideal. Can maybe... Not really very much we can do. I was thinking of pushing this pawn before he moved his king up. Common king, that is. You know what, there's an argument to be made. Oh no, that's not very good either. What if I take this here? Then the square that my king lands on is right on an open file, which is of course terrible for me. Can't really move this common king. Common king for a pawn seems pretty disastrous. IMHO. Okay, I'm low on time. So I have to think carefully. What about common king? Can't really do this. All right, let's do this so that we can do this, and then this is defended still. So if we trade in here, then we can take here, right? That's interesting. All right, we'll do the common king for rook trade. It's not ideal, but we're gonna have too many choices here. Doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, but it's just sort of what's happening. It's the way that it is. We can defend this common king with this rook now, but then this rook comes in here. So the other way to play this is to do this. Check here, takes, check, blocks. Oh, but takes, which is a problem. So actually this is an issue. Oh, you know what? That's not great either. Here, it's defended by the whole point of this was so that we could activate our knight, so this doesn't feel fantastic. Feels pretty terrible, actually. Could have it defended by the knight, but then it's attacked by two rooks and a bishop. Here's a problem. Here and then takes, and then we can't even castle, which is bad. So maybe here, and then takes, and then here. No, here and then takes, and then here doesn't work because takes, right? So what do you do here? Do you just let it go? How do you let it go? What is the way in which you let it go? Here and then here is like lost. What do we do? I guess here is like the only way that we survive. Survive is a very, very strong word here, but man, this sucks. Maybe this is what we have to do. Oh God, I hate this. I hate this a lot. This is really bad. I don't even see how we sacrifice the common king there. We could get the knight off of that square by traveling it, which would be nice. We'll see. This position looks painful. This position looks lost. I agree. I agree with the chat. I mean, we're going to do our best, but it's pretty rough. Man, I knew that. I knight would be the death of me. Now we can't even push this up too, which is sad. Maybe we do this. God, it's so gnarly. Maybe we just get our king out of the way. Then push threatens mate. And there's no way that we can defend against it. Take here. We don't have much time. All right, so here threatens a lot. We can take this one turn in the past. So that's not even, like, safe. Ah, jeez. Alright. What do we do here? Maybe defend the Common King again? Because it looks like mate is going to come from this direction. Maybe? Now I've got another defender, so if, like, this capture happens... The fact that this is pinned is not very good for us. Now, what do we even hope for in this position? We're suffocated. That poor knight hasn't been able to play this entire game. Damn. Okay. I mean, I guess we do this. Technically, we can still castle, which is cool. Yeah, that we expected. All right, and there's another defender here now. Oh, God. We're holding for another move. We can no longer castle. Sedge. Alright, so when do we think about... We could Jurassic Rook next turn, right? Maybe that's the play. Maybe Jurassic Rook is our only hope here. And then again, actually, if we have a second timeline, then our Common King does a lot for us. So I don't know. We'll see if we get checked this turn. If we don't, then maybe we have chances? Maybe we have chances after a cheeky Jurassic Rook. I don't think the opponent has like a travel or anything. Because if he lands on the bishop, our knights or our rook is still protecting. Some spoilers. Some spoilers. Andre says something that I think should have been spoilered. I won't pay attention to it. Right? Isn't rook c7 mate by assumption? I don't know what you're talking about. what does that even mean? What is mate by assumption? You could argue that the whole game was mate by assumption, you know, because I'm not very good. This is what you do if you're having a bad time. Easy as this. Piece of pie. Hello, crazy. We just Jurassic Rooked. It's quite a situation we got going here. Let's see. Let's do one of these. And then we'll maybe push this pawn. Wow, the immediate castle. Interesting. Let's just try and crack open the center so we can utilize our rooks as early as possible. That's kind of my thought process here. Open up this diagonal. Because that's the direction of what we're trying to crack, right? It seems okay. More open lines, the better. If we do this, then he has to do this. Let's do one of these. Move all of our pieces over here, up here, and then takes here, maybe. Well, we need a thing that can pressure this square. Oh, Common King up now feels like a bit of a... just not the best move. And get our pieces over here, up here. Then what? Here. Up here. And then here. It's not like the most exciting play I've ever made, but we're gonna go for it. Piece sacrifice might be in order. We'll see. If takes here, then here. If not, then we take the bishop. Force trades down. That feels good for us. That seems fine. I'd actually push here. I know it looks kind of crazy, but... yeah, why not? I kind of like this, actually. Don't ask too many questions. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. Okay, we really have to crack through. I flagged. That's embarrassing. Oh, guys. Guys, I flagged. The whole point of Jurassicing was that I had no time left, and instead of blitzing out moves, I sat here thinking of like incredibly deep lines of like, okay, breakthrough, you know, here, and then like takes, and then like bishop over, pull this over, like, oh my god. I flagged. I flagged. Rip. All right. Well, that's fine. Okay, game one. Game one wasn't fantastic, which is sad, but okay. All right. Let's stop fucking around. I don't know if you guys are ready to stop fucking around, but I'm ready to stop fucking around. Let's actually play the game. Here we go. I'm in GLHF. All right, GLHF lawnmower. Catch you after the game. Okay. You know what? E4. E4. E4's best move, always. Always play E4. Always E4. I don't know what I was thinking last game. I should have been playing E4. Let's shake things up. Oh wow, best move's been played. There you go. Los is here. Hi Los, how's it going? What's up? What's up? Hey, this is placeholder audio from Cement in the Future. This sucks, but we're gonna get through this. We're just gonna fast forward real quick. Oh, look at me making these plays, all this analysis. Wow, the center's really opening up. Holy shit, I wonder what happens next. Let's find out together. Like, if he takes here, then we can, like, take this. And then after takes, like, forced because only move, and then we take, and then he's checked, and then I feel like we've got some good stuff happen. Didn't get welcome in this year. I'm so sorry, Void. Hello, says Void. Hey, how's it going, Void? My bad. I'm in a tourney match. It's hard to keep track. Need to promote to Gold General. We need to promote to Gold General. See a free pawn, take a free pawn. My coefficient of restitution's not that high. Yeah, you're fine. I think collisions with Crazy are largely elastic. I think he's got good bounce. 1e4 mate I just saw from Andre. How's it going? I heard that it's Hanukkah Void. Mazel? Question mark? Oh, takes happens. Now we can check like this. That's like a good move, right? If we check like this, let me think about this. That means good job. Yeah, good job. Good job for Hanukkah. Okay, here we can force the trade and get this piece, which feels good. We'll win back the pawn if we want. Or we can check here, which forces him to block. I guess I like trading off the bishops better. Is that true? Here and then blocks. Like, what do we get? What do we achieve? He also attacks the, or I mean, with either of these knights, right? You can just block for days. I guess we just do this. I think we do this. It's probably good. Let's just do it. Forced only move takes here. And then we check, which feels pretty good. What do we do next, though? Because if this happens, it does threaten this. Also defends this. Isn't ideal. This would be nice, but of course that's not how that works. Oh, it's pinned. Sorry, I had a brain fart. I mean, I guess this to get the rook off of. Just get the rook away. I guess this is better. It would enable me to do this as well to support this pawn. And then we kind of want to castle this way, right? This, I don't want this check to happen, obviously, so that's why. Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Defend this pawn. He can't take here, because, Knight's pinned. Seems crazy, but what if we took here? Probably nothing, right? Yeah. I don't think anything would have happened. I like the opposite. I think Cement did the correct order. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad that I didn't blunder immediate mate. That feels pretty good. Oh, you guys like the... I see what you're saying. You're talking about the rook versus the bishop. Ah, I feel good about this order. Makes sense. I like the idea of castling. This is also kind of nice. Defends this and hits both of these pieces, right? This is also nice. Adds a defender here. I like develop. I found it really difficult to develop my knights last game. Maybe this is the game that we develop our knights. Hits that rook, so he's kind of got to answer, right? Oh, it does uncover this square. That I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's a reason for this move. Then he probably pulls rook over. But then we can do this with the knight. Maybe. Let's try this. Let's try this. I like knight here. Maybe knight there is better. So that we can castle? I don't know. Is this too passive? I didn't take into account the fact that our knight wouldn't have a defender if we did this. I guess we have to take and then takes, which doesn't feel like really good. This pawn's going down probably. I guess we do this. Can't really do this because he just pushes one of these. I guess we just push this, right? Just to keep this pawn here. I guess that's the move. This pawn's doing mad work. Let's let him keep his job. What's nice about this is that this rook can't really get activated. Do we castle? If so, how? Knight here is good because it threatens mate in 1. I don't know. Probably pushes this. Then we grab this. Well, we don't grab that pawn. My bad. Pushes here. Hmm. So many spoilers in the chat. Hard to say how we convert. It's a really complicated position. I think a decent idea is actually knight here. If we could get our knight like here without him, somehow without him doing this, and then travel 1 turn into the pass here, that feels pretty good. That's probably a good move. Okay. How do we build like a case for ourselves? It's possible he could just miss the fact that this is made in 1. I don't know that you necessarily want to rely on that happening. Who knows? Alternative is this, which then threatens like taking this, which is kind of nice. Of course, oh, maybe, right? This takes threatens mate. All right, let's just do this. Moon first. I don't know if it's good, but it's something that we want to do. We're going to take this pawn. And then maybe knight up, rook over. I think forking the rook and the pawn was probably a decent move as well. Connects the knights, forks the rook and pawn. Actually, that's probably a good move. That's probably a good move. We didn't do it, but it's probably a good move. It's probably a good move. BTTV emotes don't work? Oh no. Uh-oh. I just lost a piece. Oh no. Big McBlunders. Of course. He takes with check. Oh, guy. Okay, well. I deserve the loss. I deserve the loss. That was really silly of me. That was really silly. Ah, balls. Alright, well, game's not over yet. We've got a knight up here. I mean, this is like the only thing I can do realistically. So let's just do this. We've got the file. His rook is looking a little worse for wear here, huh? Let's do this now. Man, that was the only defender of this square, too. That's a big problem. Now we're going to lose this pawn. Now we can trade off this, Oh, butts. Man, that was so bad. Oh well, don't freak out. Probably don't want to lose this pawn. Okay, low on time, let's think. Do I want to save this pawn or do I want to activate this knight so that we can make something happen? Here is still like a good spot. You know, like this threatens mate. Maybe you want to try and trade that rook? Maybe we want to try and trade that rook. You know what? Executive decision right now. Kind of want to try to trade off this rook. This piece is pinned. This piece can't really move. My idea is that if I trade off this rook, then maybe I can make something happen with my knight and this rook, because this is kind of one of the only things that can prevent my knight from hopping into a place where it threatens mate in one. And then if this king moves, then, you know, I could do like check here, takes, and then mate in one, maybe something like that. Let's see. Okay, that feels pretty good for us. That feels pretty good for us. Could be wrong. Who knows? And go up here and try and take this pawn. We do want to finagle our knight over into this direction, though. This didn't do what I wanted it to do. Never mind, it did. I think we won. Okay, this is what I wanted to do with my knight. This is what I wanted to do with my knight. Now we've put him in a position where it's really difficult for him to go anywhere. And what's great is we don't actually care. All we've done is force him to move here, and then our knight goes here, which is like the dream location that I've been trying to figure out how I can get my knight to forever ago. And then I think it's mate, right? Nailed it. We did it. We made it happen, even though we, you know, blundered the piece. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty damn good. Actually, it ended up being good that we traded... It actually ended up being a good thing that we traded the knight for the rook, because his rook, I think, was doing a lot more defensively than our knight was doing offensively. So it looks as though it was, you know... I mean, I'm not going to say it was on purpose because it wasn't, but it actually ended... You know, we were able to leverage our position very well. So that was a good game. That was really interesting. Yeah, I think like the smothering his pieces over here and the fact that we took both of his rooks off the board meant that meant that we could do this, right? His knight was basically a non-player, this crazy like opening the center up. That was what a bombastic opening though. Look at this. E4, D4, smashing through. Wide open center. That exchange I really liked for us. I think there was some debate in the chat, if I was understanding correctly. I wasn't reading too closely, but over some people said that I should have taken with the rook first, which I don't really see. I think that taking the bishops off the board in what's an open position and guaranteeing yourself central dominance, I think is probably better positionally. That's what my intuition tells me. Oh yeah, this is good. We didn't flag. All right, GG says Lawnmower. GG Lawnmower, that was great. That was a great game too. Now we go on to the tiebreaker. It's always super exciting. I'm ready GLHF. All right, GLHF Lawnmower. Let's do this. Okay, we rolled black, but that's fine. It happens. That's okay. All right, this is T0, so presumably some amount of T0 theory. Some amount of T0 theory probably applies. Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with the usual. God, I don't really remember. All I remember is knight f6, d5, c6, which we'll do here. What do bronze imply? I guess this is just, for the most part, T0, right? There isn't that much different. Right. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, you just have to be more careful when there are bronze, like, near your opponent's king, yeah? Here, what do I usually do? I think I usually go out with his bishop like this. I don't really remember. Does anyone remember how I play this game? Alternatively, this? How do you play? I think I've played bishop out here before. But I also enjoy the idea of this. Takes with knight. Ah, whatever. Let's just play this. Moon first. Takes. Here, I don't really think that we have to worry too much.
Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
How do you play this? It's been so long since I played a game of T0. It's been like a long time. Holy butts. All right, I think that probably pushing this is safe. I think that this is maybe marginally annoying, but it's whatever. This bishop's a little bit awkward because we can't push e6. You know, I don't know. Figure something out. Taking here, it's also like an option. Don't know how I feel about it. Semet's losing it? Is that true? Literally, the idea was that given that bronze are meant to be an alternate generalization of the pawn out to 5D, it was truly weird that there wasn't a standard board layout that used them. Yeah, it makes sense. Reverse straight jacket? Nah, it's fine. When your pieces block your pawns. I like that. That's funny. All right. It's kind of weird, but it seems fairly chill. What do we do here, actually? What if I push this and get my bishop out here? This knight isn't really weakened. I mean, honestly, and again, you know what? Let's just do this. I think eventually we might want to like double push this or something, but I enjoy the idea of pulling the bishop out here. Feels safe. I feel kind of lost. Like embarrassingly so. It's been so long. We probably want to castle kingside here. Maybe. I don't know. It's like all of our pieces are loaded onto the kingside and not that many of his pieces are, so I mean that makes some sense, right? Like truly it feels like CTP just forgot to create this. But no, I get that. I get that. I do have to be like a little bit careful. Cause it's not like 1000% just turn 0, right? Like anytime I see these bronze kind of like somewhat close, I think as soon as a timeline is created, then some really wacky shit starts to happen.
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camps, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
It's 4 Sigma turn 0. Something like that. That's a pretty natural move. The knight's kind of really blocked in, so... Ooh, looks like he's setting up for a queenside castle, maybe. This might be a good opportunity to just toss a cheeky knight in here. Yeah. What happens though? Knight, knight. Sleep tight. Knight, knight, takes. We haven't pushed our e-pawn, so there isn't that much that we can do from there, unfortunately. Knight, knight, takes. As bishop is blocking in our shit. Knight, knight. Alternative is frappuccinoing our bishop. I don't really know. Renon's here. Is this reverse royalty mod? It is not reverse royalty. This is a standard variant. It's a custom variant where it's turn 0, which is just standard board layout. But the pawns are all bronze, which means that they have heightened 5D capabilities. This is a tournament game. This is a tiebreaker for my set against Lawnmower, aka a human being. I guess we just post it up here, huh? Then again, I don't want... Because if here and then here, that is kind of useless anyway. So if we provide him the opportunity to trade, I'm like not super happy about that. Because then trade, like here, knight out, and then just like, I don't know, whatever. Like, oh, actually, then maybe bishop over. Maybe bishop over. As trading away this pawn when you're... It opens up a diagonal to f7 is the only issue. But like, okay. Knight there, here, and then... Here, and then like here, or something. Okay, here takes is obviously a thing that we can do. But here, and then what if like this happens maybe? Here. This knight does get to hop into here. Here. Then we like trade and then we get the pawn and that feels good. Maybe. Or I don't know, let's just do this. Moon first, sink later. Etc, etc. Now we want to push this. I mean, at the risk of boxing in our own bishop, right? But that just makes the f7 plays like doable. This here is annoying. If he like pushes here, then this here. And he gets his queen out of the way. And then we've got a knight here for a turn, which feels really good. Takes with the knight, takes here is good because then we have a bishop trained onto this. And also then this pawn is pinned. Braun is pinned. Something like that, maybe. So it's good to hear German in the background. Yeah. There's more than one song on this playlist, this royalty-free electro swing playlist. That's German. There's this one and there's the Ich bin eine Blume one. Yeah, let's just trade there. Yeah, this guy's kind of undefended, which is like, which you might think, okay, maybe that's Maka S, but I don't think it is. What do we do here? This is such a familiar position that I feel like I've been in, you know, 1,000 times. Can't really think what to do here. Pawn up seems kind of sketchy. Then again, we can totally like cut off his ability to... Then again, that leaves this square undefended. Which obviously, because then he can go here and then back here in 2 turns, you know? Something like that. Something we don't want to do. If takes, then the queen takes, which is obviously not ideal. We have to do something about it. Man, what do we do about this in a position like this? One thing about music is it can't be pigeonholed, whether it's brand new or it's old. There's more than one era. Here is like it's a problem. Letting this was a big problem. So we can't move this pawn. How do we defend this? I guess we take here. can't leave it here, right? Takes. It's just really terrible. Can't move this pawn to defend this bishop. Because if we undefend this square, then here and then 2 turns back here is just mate. Yeah, it is. No. Yeah, it is. I mean, we time travel from the original timeline. And we can recapture if that happens, I suppose. So maybe it's not a big deal. It's just really weakening to our structure. But is it okay to... Because of the way that pawns work, right? Because our pawn from here can capture this square up here. So maybe it's fine? British rap? Yeah, I mean, it's background music. You don't think about it too hard, right? I guess here. It's really risky. But he doesn't have... Like, if we travel with, like, I don't know, our bishop or something... Okay, this... Let's just do it. I don't think it's good, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're basically operating on the assumption that we can defend against anything too spooky with a well-timed travel. Definitely gonna defend this like the next turn. Actually, they'll probably play the knight up. I'm not in love with our position. I'll be the first to say. If he moves this here, then I think we can take this. And then if he travels, then I think that we can survive. And subsequently, yeah, I think we can take this. And then, okay, so we take this, which threatens mate in 1. And then when he goes back to here, sorry, he can't go 2 turns in the past here already. It just doesn't work that way. Because it's already defended. So he's got to do something else for a turn. Here and then maybe like here? Is that the plan? Then we go here. I'm not in love with our position. But okay, let's say that he goes to, I don't know. Let's say he goes to here. Sorry, to, oh, sorry, whiteboard, my bad. So let's say that he goes to here, in not like this next turn, but the turn after that. Then from here, we can travel to, it'll be our turn, so we'll have this board to, or not this board, but the next one. So then we can, not this turn, but next turn we'll be able to go here, 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 and then the turn after that we'll be able to go to here, 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 here and take this knight like this. He doesn't have a check to deliver. And then we'll be able to capture with this bishop here. All right, maybe we just grab this now. Threaten mate in 1. He's looking for travels. Taking that Braum 1 turn in the past would actually not be the craziest thing if we had pushed this Braum. Because then we would have this situation. Yeah, I think that's kind of like the only like sensible play. Now the question is what we do with this. If we could get a queen here on this board, that'd be kind of cool. All right, we're down on time. Here takes. I guess we need everything to be there for 1 turn longer. But if we take here 2 turns in the past, and the king takes here. And then we push here. Then takes. And then mate. Maybe? Does that work? You know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Caution is for the birds, etc., etc. Whatever joke Ryan made a little bit ago. Now if he travels, we have what I think is a pretty good travel with our bishop. And then we can capture... Oh, wait. Our bishop back here is on the wrong square. My bad. Okay, I miscalculated that. It's 2 boards away. I'm not going to say that I've made a terrible mistake, but the mistake that I made is really bad. It's a very bad mistake. Thankfully, we can like get a queen here, like on this board. But that was pretty bad. I'll be the first to admit. Whew. Okay. I wish I could go back 1 turn further with this bishop. Take here. Queen here. Not my finest work. Not my finest work. Whew. That was pretty bad. That was a pretty bad blunder.
Number 3, 10 years ago, was released today from the federal penitentiary after serving 11 years with a 10 to life sentence. To this day, the $250,000 in gold bullion involved in the original crime has not been recovered. Police officials doubt the gold can be recovered.
That's the longest travel. This is nothing, right?
Insurance company had the first claim. $250,000 in gold, and this guy used to be a father. Hey, I'd sure like to meet this guy.
Oh, if we can get 2... No. Yeah, if we go here... No, because he could take the bishop, right? Oh, wait, that's an even better reason. Sorry. We can take this with... We can't. There's the knight here on this turn, so we can't go through. So we gotta do the queen. Nah, but it's okay. Well, all right. It appears that we don't have too many options. So let's just do this. We can't check with this knight. No. Okay. Yikes. That's bad. How many moves do we have to make? 2 and then 1. Oh, he gets another move in the middle. Oh, yikes. He can set up a check next turn. Like this. Guys, we fucked up. Oh no, that's quite embarrassing. It's quite embarrassing. There isn't a fantastic way that we can get a knight anywhere useful either. What a blunder. Okay. Well, you know what? This probably gives us the best odds, just intuitively. We gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out. Can't believe this knight's here. Only other thing that we can do, well, we can't move a queen here. Square's not blocked a turn before. Right? Yeah, he can't set up for a... It's also no longer our turn here, which kind of sucks. That was the whole point of allowing all of this, right? How do we get to e6? Don't talk to me. Nobody say anything. This was my plan the whole time. I know how to play the game of 5D chess. I'm actually a top level player. Okay, good. So who's better? Takes here feels pretty bad. But you know, now we have another timeline, right? So actually now we can maybe come here with the queen. And then that'll enable us to hit up one of these, and then we got the win, right? So it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, they're bronze. Now the bronze come into play. Oh, shit. Okay. How much time did I lose not realizing that I had the game won? Okay. Defending this would be lovely. Pushing this pawn feels pretty good anyway. Pretty Monka has to open up this like this, but probably there's a good travel for us. We're just going to do that. We don't have a lot of time. If we want to win this game, we have to not spend our time. How is game... Dude, the last 5 on-stream tourney matches, which is all my tourney matches, have been me losing game 1, coming back game 2, and then in game 3 being down like a billion minutes on the clock. Like pulling out. It must all be scripted. I am upset that I lack the talent to script this. Man. Holy fuck. Okay. So what do we do here? We bring our queen here. We bring our queen here so that we can go to here on this board, here on this board, here on this board. But eventually they're on that board like a turn from now, right? Can you block it next turn? We don't want to do this because it's obvious that we plan on traveling. So is there anything else we can do in the meantime? That's mate, right? Yeah, that's super mate. All right, cool. All right, let's do this here. Next turn, queen here. And then we travel to here on this board, which Should be winning. Should be winning. I'll see if we survive that long. Hopefully he doesn't push this pawn. That'd be hella annoying. We'll see. Pawn, I see no pawns. You know what I'm saying? Well played. Wait, what if it was a pro streamer move? Would that impress you more if it was? Could be. Could have been. Only bronze? Is that like OnlyFans, but bronze? I think we've got good, like, prospects. There isn't a way that we can, like... If it goes here, then we just take here and grab the file, and that looks pretty dangerous. Oh, sorry, he's going here. What am I talking about? That's not how pawns move. Bronze? That's not how bronze move. Yeah, pushes here. I mean, it kind of looks good for him. Then again, next turn, if we went here, he was like definitely gonna push this anyway. Unless pushing this. Okay, hold on. If he pushes here, no, there's no way that we can like push and then travel with a bishop because it doesn't do. Well, a bishop here isn't terrible. I don't know, man. This game is hard. This game is hard. Here, I think queen definitely comes out here. Probably. I do have to be careful about what can happen up. Yeah, that move was coming. Maybe we invite en Brosant. Alright, well, our opponent didn't hand us a free win, which is unfortunate, but, you know, life goes on. Next turn, that pawn can capture this bishop. So maybe let's trade in such a way that de-incentivizes that from happening. Like, capture... here, probably, realistically, right?
Remember my telling you about Victor Pappas? Guy used to be my partner.
You mean the,
I think.
who was serving his time in the federal penitentiary?
Was serving time, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Sorry. Anyway, he got out today. Throwing a little party for him tomorrow night.
So?
So he's got $250,000 hidden away. I'm the boy that's gonna...
Time's low. Okay. We definitely take here.
$50,000?
That feels kind of good. Not sure why. Should we push this up? I don't know what else to do. Is that bishop travel? Maybe that is good for us. Maybe we go for it anyway. We're super low on time, so we got to make something happen. Here, he can't take here because of this. Actually, that doesn't prevent him from taking there at all, so I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking. That's not my best work, man. This game is a mess. What am I doing? It feels pretty good, right? I probably do something like this. Maybe. And then the next turn we have like that cool travel, I think. I don't know how cool it actually is, but it's a travel. It looks tricky.
It'll be mine before the week's out.
Oh, that's not bad for a starter. Perhaps my little dove has the possibilities of a big top.
Okay, he takes here.
Could I have missed?
Oh, he can still take with those bronze on this. They're bronze. They're bronze. They're bronze. Okay. They're bronze. That's how the game works. We're down to a minute on the clock. It would be a shame if we ended our streak of super clutch, you know, insane end games. But, you know, all things must come to an end. This too shall pass, etc., etc. What do we do here? Kind of like this idea, eyeing up this square for the queen. Oh god. Oh god. Getting a text. Hold on. Everybody calm down. Oh, we can't do that this turn. Okay, so let's do this. I'm not worried about losing the game. Let's do this. Still not worried about losing the game. This actually could be like intensely detrimental. Now we have a travel onto that board. Isn't that really bad for him? We have a board now where we've got a queen staring down this brawn, right? Oh god, minute on the clock. I'm upset and confused. Queen mobility is key. I'm aware that there are huge weaknesses in our structure. I think we probably still bring our queen right over there. Oh god. On this board, I think we want to go here and then think about getting a queen here. I think that's probably good for us. Although, there is an issue that we have to think about where he has to travel again with this guy. Which might be bad for us. If this happens, what do we do? Rook over? You know, defender this square.
Welcome.
Up here like that. What? He's eyeing up this square with the queen. I guess rook over is the way, right? Girlfriend texting me. I low-key want to interrupt your stream with an announcement of comic relief. What is the announcement? Wait until this is a tournament game. Give me 6 minutes top slot. I have a minute on the clock and it is imperative that I don't flag right now. Actually, can I travel this turn? I can. Oh, but I want to travel next turn with that bishop anyway, so. Yeah, pawn up is pretty bad. I think maybe rook here. Could also just sack the queen. That seems pretty insane. Oh, if I sack the queen, he can recapture with this bishop. So that's not fantastic for us. Four minutes on the clock for the opponent. God. I miss this rush of cortisol. You know. Oh, with the bish. That's interesting. Wonder what the idea is there. Oh, maybe it just like line up a battery like that or something weird. Castle, eh? All right. Let's do this up here, this here, and this here, and then just throw it right back to our opponent.
Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now.
Now we could go, let's see. Oh, the rook's there and it blocks my triagonal travel to this square, which is unfortunate. Oh, whatever. Is what it is.
And no flash pictures, please.
Travel to here on this board? Why did I think that we traveled to here on this board? This queen travels to here on this board, which seems okay. Admittedly, that's pretty good. Because then this is mate, right? That's yeah, because then both of them are attacking a passed king. Yeah, so queen here, force takes. Check here. Oh, then force takes, then I just sit there, right? Something like that. Whatever. Probably that's the travel that we're going for now. He's got 2 minutes. You can't give me a check on that board. And that travel, I mean, this travel looks pretty deadly, yeah? Laura says, how could I have known? Lamau, it's not like I was watching. Thanks. Oh my god. I feel like we're in a position where the game is ours to throw away, but I mean, what else is new? Oh, can we like... We can't Tchaikovsky. Holy moly. Oh jeez. Okay. Well, that buys him some time. This is checking us in the past, so we only really have one move here, right? Yeah, forced only move, so let's do that. Now, are we spooked by this? Unclear. Oh, he wants to take my queen. That's what the whole point is here. That's fine, because the main queen that we want to survive is this queen. Do we have a way to travel? Yes, but the positioning of that queen is not ideal here. It's kind of cute, like, right? Yeah, so we could now, if we wanted to, bring the queen up here. I don't know that that's necessarily great for us, but... Okay, we want to set ourselves up in a position where we can provide check next turn, and this allows us to do that, right? Of course, he can check us first, which is unfortunate, but... Alright. Time on the clock. So let's just do this. He no longer has any travels, which is good. God, this is so stressful. But I'm really hopeful about this, especially like the longer he, the more he travels, the more confident I am in this position. Especially because he doesn't have great travels from this board. This seems really promising. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have set up a mate. Oh, whatever. Okay, so wait. Now he's in a position where... Okay, the only issue is that I have to... Oh, this guy doesn't take this queen, so I don't care. Okay, I need to defend this. So let's do this because I'm panicking and I'm low on time. I just want to block that bishop from doing anything here. And like if takes, and then takes, and then he can figure out. Because if I move my king up or whatever, then like a brawn will mate me somehow. Oh, God. I'm really worried. I also could have delivered check, but that sets me up for, like, if I can't defend the next turn, then he'll just mate me in one, and of course that's a terrible idea. Okay, we're officially ahead on time, which makes us feel good. Being ahead in time is good. Where does this get us again? Oh, it doesn't, because it's blocked on this board, so never mind. Okay, I thought that I had cool travels that I don't actually have. Let's just do this.
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you?
Now he can grab this queen, which is fine, but we still travel, right?
You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Okay, then what does he do on this board? This is the board where we travel. Okay. Okay, this feels pretty good. Is this the best way to do this? I guess it is, huh? And then up here, doesn't matter. And then up here, like that. Because this checks this king. He can capture it this turn. Oh shit, he can capture it with this. I should have checked on this board. That was a massive blunder. That was a massive blunder. I blundered. Guys, I blundered. He's got 5 seconds to figure that out. Oh, okay, that's cool too. That's fine with me. Does he actually have that time? That's inactive. Oh, it's now our turn up here. Okay, cool. Is that the only... Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh. Oh, sorry, he couldn't have taken this. I don't know what I was thinking earlier because his king is in check, and that's the entire reason that I did this. Sorry, that's it's not exactly hard mate, but it's hard mate. Because he can't use this king to, and then he can't. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This is how like out of my mind I get under the time pressure, and I don't even realize when I've got hard mate, dude. Holy shit. What? How? This is like the 6th week in a row where we've had a tournament match where we gave away game 1 and it looked really bad. We came back in game 2 against the odds, and then game 3 we're down like 20x on the clock. And then we pull out the win from a position that looks lost in every situation as well. Like, I don't know that necessarily we looked like we were in dire straits, but At the very least, there was that night travel that was super spooky, right? Where the fuck was this night travel? God, where's Zero L? Okay, this one. Right, this one. And then I didn't even realize that I had... This one's embarrassing. I was trying to set up the defense, and it wasn't until like the last second that I realized that I successfully had done what I was trying to do. And... God damn it. Holy shit. I can't keep getting away with this. And then I did the thing, and then at the last minute, I had a hardmate, and I thought, oh no, I don't have hardmate. I don't have words. What the fuck? What the fuck? GG. GG, lawnmower. I shouldn't be alive. I should not still be in this tournament.